Hey everyone, this is Singh. Welcome back to another video. This time I got some more auto news. Porsche Taycan has finally came out, and it's their first fully electric car to compete against a Tesla Model S. And even though they have the Turbo S turbo badges, there's no turbo on this car because it's all electric. There's no internal combustion engine. So how does this new Porsche Taycan compare with a Tesla Model S? We're gonna get into that shortly. Remember to watch this video all the way to the end because I'm gonna show you some clips of the new Porsche Taycan in action. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end so you can check those out. This is gonna be very brief. So how do they compare? They're both electric cars, drivetrain. By the way, this blog post by autoblog.com will be in the description box below, so you can go take a look at it. Basically, they both have dual motors, all-wheel drive, over 700 horsepower. So the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, which it's more of a name thing because there's no actual turbo engine, is 750 horsepower Overboost, where Tesla Model S is 762. The torque is crazy on the new Porsche Taycan at 774 foot-pounds versus the 723 on the Model S. Now, the range which is very, very important, because if you're going to get an electric car, it better not leave you stranded somewhere after like 20 miles. So anyway, rest assured, both have very good range. The Porsche gets around 256 miles versus the 345 miles on the Tesla Model S. The weight, the new Porsche is pretty fat, to be honest. Very heavy car. It weighs 5,121 pounds, which is like 400 pounds shy of a pickup truck, just so you know. Where the Model S is still a little bit underweight at 4,883 pounds. 0 to 60, 2.6 seconds versus 2.4 seconds. Battery size, a 93 kilowatt battery versus a 100 kilowatt battery. They're very similar dimensions. Because they're competing against each other. They don't have any what's it called, interior spaces yet, because the car is relatively new. Trunk volume, this is where the Tesla really shines, 26 cubic feet versus 12.9. And the price, you can buy two Tesla Model S's for the price of the Porsche. So that is a huge difference. So end of the day, the Porsche Turbo / Turbo S both make 616 horsepower when not using Overboost function. So at the base form, they make 616 horsepower. But once you do the Overboost button is when things come, basically go nuts with 750 horsepower on tap. In my opinion, the battery is a little weak on the Porsche. Even though this is Porsche's first fully electric car, I don't think it's good as the Tesla Model S when it comes to the price point. You're paying double the price. You can buy a Model X and a Model S almost, and for the price of this Porsche. So that's the only downside. Yeah, the interior is much, much nicer, obviously, because it's Porsche, and Tesla has probably one of the most boring interiors out there. So basically, and another thing is the battery packs are not as big or not as strong as the Tesla Model S. So it's like having a smartphone that has a crappier battery. No one wants that. The good news is able to go to 5% to 80% charge in 22.5 minutes. So anyway, overall, great car, great attempt. However, if those are your two options, and you can spend $180,000, I would probably just buy Tesla Model S and a Model X for the same price. So you have two vehicles. Especially here in Canada, you want something a little bit off-roady in the wintertime. So that is a great option there. But overall, the Porsche looks great. So now, the moment you've been waiting for here, check out the new video on the Porsche Taycan Turbo with the Overboost function. Hope you enjoy it.
you.